So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this next damn reaction, shall we? Now, Birdie, shout outs to you. The worst type of drivers. This is hilarious because I know quite a few terrible drivers. Oh, actually, a lot of terrible drivers. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this. Let's you know.
Types of drivers. A lot of people have told me I have to make this video, and I agree. It's a topic that needs to be discussed. There are so many different types of drivers you will encounter on the road. And out of all the cars on the freeway, you don't know who you're gonna run into.
Damn.
And I'm sure some of you are watching this video while you're driving. And if you are, pay attention to the goddamn road. It's one thing if you're just listening. I listen to videos all the time when I'm in the car. But looking at your phone is another. I can't believe that people actually watch TikTok while they're driving. And yes, I know people who do that. How do you pay attention to the road and watch TikTok at the same time? Shit's just not adding up, bro. Unless their brain is just completely superior to mine. And I'm over here rocking a peanut brain. I don't know what it is, but I guess a ton of people are doing that now. It's the new...
Listen, if you're doing this, please stop. That's so dangerous, bro. You're just going ahead and just... No. Pay attention to the road. It's not that serious, bro. TikTok can wait.
Meta. Is it really that important? Just listen to music or something. Me personally, I'm trying to turn up in the car. I don't want to listen to some damn TikTok. Like, I'm amazed their car isn't in like 50 different pieces right now. Or there's people that text when they're driving and then when the light turns green, they're not even paying attention. Like, hurry your ass up, bro. I got places to be. Like, if you really...
I hate people that's like this. Because the light will just be flashing, it will just flash to a green, and then you're already hearing a honk. Why are you honking this quick? Like, it's not that serious. Like, we're still at a red light, and you still honking. As if, like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Why? I don't understand why.
Really gotta text somebody that bad. Pull over, so you can really lock in and think about what you're gonna say. But people do it anyway. I don't know why. I don't even want to touch my phone when I'm driving. I got Apple CarPlay for a reason. The noob. We were all once the noob. If you are a new driver, you got a lot to learn, but trust me, you'll figure it out. I was the noob like 4 years ago now. I got my license, and I was finally able to drive to work. I didn't have to walk anymore. Walking to work is crazy, but I had to do what I had to do. And when I was a noob, oh my God, the amount of mistakes I made. Jesus Christ. And I'm glad I was spared for whatever reason, because the amount of times I almost got into an accident when I was a noob was unreal. I was once turning left at a stoplight. The light turned green. I didn't know you had to yield to the people going straight, dude. I was a fucking idiot.
There's no way. There is no... Wow. Wow. It's the worst drivers. And Birdie, you gotta put yourself on that list. My goodness, gang.
I almost crashed the whip, bro. It would have been a rough day. And I'm not even joking. I didn't drive on the highway until a year after I had my license. I deadass was just using back roads for a year straight. What the hell was I doing? I don't even want to talk about it. I should not have had my license. I don't know what I was doing with that. You know what?
You know, a lot of people really shouldn't have their license. And I'm glad it is you're able to be honest enough to say that with yourself. But there is a lot of people it is that you, oh my goodness. I mean, in some states, you don't even need insurance. It's not necessarily required, but in states it is, what's that? In states where it is that I live at, absolutely, bro. You know, and the last thing you want to do is get a lapse within the insurance. Because if you get a lapse, depending on your state, there's usually a fee. Now, within New York, like, I know for a fact, if you lapse the insurance, you got to bring those plates back. It doesn't matter if it is you paid it. Nothing. It don't matter. Now, where I'm at in the DMV, automatic 150. You lapse in the insurance, automatic 150. Now, you can keep the plates. You can keep it, automatic 150. But in New York, I think it was at the time, it was like $8 a day. So you would have to go to the DMV or pay it online. The amount of days it is that you had a lapse insurance, and then you had to go back to go get brand new plates. Now every state is different, but you know, you said I hate insurance. I listen. You know, when I had my insurance, I had a USAA. It's either Geico or USAA. I switched from Geico to because Geico was getting expensive.
At least I wasn't the dude with the goofy car. I'm pretty sure once we've all had to look at a car twice because of how stupid it looked.
All right, I'll
I
see
don't
you
know
later,
what
Hermit.
the hype is around these cars, but I've been seeing these cars recently that look like they could get blown over by a gust of wind. I think they're like little mini compact electric cars. How do you even like take a steep turn in these things? One turn and the car is falling over. I've also seen recently, I don't even know if this is real or not. I guess Kanye has a custom Cybertruck and it looks like this. But genuinely though, who is hopping in this thing and Cybertruck and it looks like this?
I don't like it. I don't like it. That's an alien spaceship. Right, it is. You seen these before? That nitro gas got him doing bad decisions.
But genuinely though, who is hopping in this thing and driving around? Like, what kind of goofy ass shit is that? Like, it looks like this dude's whipping around in a solar panel. There's no way that's a real video. It can't be, right? Next, we have the really passive driver. This dude does not want to go 1 mile over the speed limit. He thinks if
Oh my god, this is my mother. Oh my god. It's I'm not gonna talk about shit, but like it's my mom for sure. My mom is definitely a 10 and 2 for sure. 10 and 2. Oh my goodness. 10 and 2. Oh well, I'm not going any past 70 miles per hour. So if you gonna pass by me, then go do so. My mom don't play around with that. She's like, hey, listen, I'm not trying to get myself a ticket because Smokey, aka the sheriff's police, they out on the highway. My goodness.
he goes 1 mile over, he thinks he's gonna have 5 stars in GTA. He's gonna have
Oh my God,
helicopters
my
flying
mother.
over him. There are people that are very stingy about like the speed limit and
So
the
what about
rules of the
me?
road. And
I like driving manual cars. So I'm never a 10 and 2 type of person. Like when you drive stick shifts, you can't even 10 and 2 that anyway. So a lot of times it is I be chilling. But having a stick shift is great until it is you get on the highway and then there's traffic. That is the worst. Oh my god. It's so bad when you got a manual car and there's traffic and then you have to stop and then go from second gear, third gear, stop, second gear, third gear, maybe second gear, first gear, second gear, third, then back to first. It is oh my god, I hate it. I hate driving that during like when it's on the highway when there's traffic. But other than that, like I love it. You know, I love driving manual cars. I've always loved it. You know, I'm the only person that is in my household other than my dad that knows how to drive manual cars still to this day.
and shit like that. When I see a yellow light, if I'm close enough, you know, to me that means speed up, so I can actually get past this traffic light. I know a lot of you probably expected me to be a role model for the people, but yeah, unfortunately that's not the case. But seriously though, these people dead ass drive like a bot. It's crazy. Like I've seen these AI self-driving cars drive around. That's dead ass how some of these people drive. And that's crazy because when I'm on the highway, there are some people that will go 55 miles an hour in the left lane, which is the speed lane. Like how do you go under the speed limit in the left lane? The moment they passed their driver test, they were like, you know what? I gotta drive like this for the rest of my life. And that's what they did. If you didn't use your turn signal once, it was an automatic fail. So by habit, even when I'm like turning into an empty parking lot, I use my blinker. Like it's stupid, I know, because who the hell am I letting know that I'm turning? There's literally nobody there. But when I first started though, oh, I was a passive driver, 100%. I was that bot driver you would see on the road that never went a single mile over the speed limit.
I mean, gang, you wasn't driving on highway, so I wholeheartedly believe this.
And I also quite often run into the opposite, which is the aggressive driver. All right, this is the type of dude that's speeding on the road. All right, he's pulling a Marquez Brownlee. He's going 96 and a 35. He's
I hate drivers like this. Oh, I hate drivers that are like just there's no patience whatsoever. and like there's a level of like you could like honestly you could speed. I don't mind that level of speeding. Like it is what it is. But when you start getting to a level where it is you're reaching 100 miles per hour and you're going into different lanes and lanes and lanes and it's and I'm in the passenger seat like this, you know that little handlebar that's at the top. I be holding on to that shit for dear life like this because I'm not prepared for that. And what makes it worse is people who have road rage. I do not have road rage at all. I don't. I am that friend it is. It's just like I be chilling. When I say it is, I be chilling driving. I be chilling. But when you see like stupid people, it's just like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? I say it just like that. It's just come on, what are you doing? But let somebody like one of my friends that got road rage be in the passenger seat. They will go ahead and honk. I've had my friends honk my horn on my car before. I barely honk my own horn. I'm from New York. I hear that shit all the fucking time. So the last thing it is that I want to be doing is beeping the horn if I don't need to. But my friends that got road rage, nah, they're just like, nah, what the fuck do you think it is you doing? Ari, you don't see that? Nah, honk this motherfucking horn. I got friends that are road ragers, and I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm chill. Like, I'm just not like that, bro. That like nothing will get me overstimulated other than just like chaos. Just too much of chaos, too much of just like rah rah rah, like too much of that. I will be overstimulated.
Swerving through lanes, he's acting like he's playing Mario Kart. He's cutting people off too. And now some aggressive drivers are just reckless and aren't aware of like how dangerous it can be just swerving through lanes like that.
Yeah.
YouTube sniping my ass down if I show any footage of this, but I saw a streamer on Kick earlier this year. He was going like 100 miles an hour just cutting up in traffic. It was probably more than 100 to be honest with you. He was just trying to squeeze through lanes. He was playing a dangerous ass game, bro. That's insane. I don't know why anybody would risk their life like that. But sometimes when you're driving, you know, you gotta be a little aggressive. Like when you're turning, for example, you can't just sit there and let cars pass by. You gotta do something about it. You can't just sit there and wait. They're not gonna let you go. So generally being a little more aggressive as a driver isn't a bad thing. It's when you're too aggressive. That's when it's a bad thing. You gotta know when to chill out, bro. And some aggressive drivers are road ragers.
And this that segued right into the worst type of drivers it is. I don't ever want to be in a car with. If you got road rage, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't drive. You cannot be the DD. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so used to being the DD for my friends ever since like college. Cause I don't be road raging like that. I'm the type of person is we gonna get to point A to B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at one point in time at my old school, because I was the only one of my friends that had a car. I was picking everybody up and just like, all right, we were going to this party. This is and this. I'm not leaving nobody behind, you know. And of course, I've had the occasional like, hey, listen, Auriel, can you able to drop me off at this building? That's not my building to where it is I reside at. You know, like I've had like, oh, can you drop me off at this house? Is like, who else is that? Like, oh, it's just a friend. Ah. A friend, yeah.
Now, the road rager is very unpredictable. You do not want to mess with this guy because at a moment's notice, this dude could just take a baseball bat out of the back of his car. Like, if you just cut some guy off, for example, and you're at the same stoplight as him, you're cooked. He's getting out of his car with his baseball bat. He's going to start wreaking havoc on your car. The road rager is extremely unpredictable. That's why I don't even ever flip people off on the road or anything like that, because I don't want them to pull out a switch on my ass, because
not even a switch in Atlanta. That's why it is like I don't mess around with Atlanta, bro. They will pull out that spaghetti so fast. You go ahead and you just look at another driver just a certain type of way for too long. Oh yeah, they showing you the piece. They pulling that shit out of either the glove department or they got the thing on them. And it's just like, yeah, nah, I'm cool, gang.
Then I will start crying like a little bitch. So I will not be messing with road ragers anytime soon. And a lot of people that are road ragers, what they like to do is they just slam the horn when there's a bunch of traffic. Like it's
New York City, Boston, Dallas. Oh my God. Can we talk about fucking Dallas? Dallas traffic. Texas traffic is fucking atrocious. Atrocious. Oh my God. I hate Texas traffic. But the worst absolute fucking city that I hate traffic is in Dallas. Oh my God. Dallas. Oh my goodness. Anybody that lives in Dallas, I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all got terrible highways, but y'all be building houses within like a fucking month. But y'all got the same highway that's still under construction for like 10 years at this point. Get your shit together, bro. Fuck. And they got the nerve to have like y'all got these big and Texas is notorious for having these big ass fucking like monster trucks and shit like that. And then you got road rage on top of that too. Pick one poison at a time. Damn. It's either the road rage or you the monster truck driver. One of the two. You already have an advantage if you got this big ass fucking truck. Especially if it is you got lead foot with that fucking truck. I know a couple people it is. I'm not throwing no names. I know a few. I know quite a few. I got a truck, but then they be sitting there and speeding in that truck as if like it is the race car. I don't understand it. All right, get off my back. I don't need you calling me out. Like, my goodness, bro. But yes, New York City's traffic is garbage. Oh my God. But I will say this though. I learned how to because and the worst place it is I ever drove in is Manhattan. You can't tell me it is that I can't able to drive anywhere else. Driving in these cities like this with the terrible traffic and all that other shit, it teaches you a appreciation of when it's normal driving. But yes, there are roads in Manhattan that is one ways. And then if you're not too careful, you may get into a street to where it's the opposite side. Oh yeah, trust me. I done learned through the trenches and I drive a manual car. Ain't nothing get fucking past me, okay? I drove in fucking Manhattan, bro. The worst place it is that I've ever would say in New York City is the worst traffic is probably when you start getting up north. It's not Queens, it's not Staten Island, it's not Brooklyn. I promise you, when you start getting past Harlem, New Rochelle, Yonkers, Mount Vernon, when you start getting past that point, that's where traffic, oh my God. George Washington Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge sometimes, depending on what's going on. Yes, trust me, anywhere that's like near the Manhattan part is terrible.
It's just gonna magically start moving any faster just because he's honking the horn. When I went to New York City, all I heard was just a bunch of horns honking, and then there was like lines of traffic. It was insane. But yeah, I can't lie. I would be raging a little bit if I lived in New York City. My entire existence would be traffic. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but like anybody that say that they wouldn't be able to live in New York, I'm sorry. Y'all just don't got tough skin. Like New York City, Boston is another one. Philly is another one. I'm trying to think of another place. Like Baltimore, that's really bad. Washington, D.C. If you like listen, like we deal with all different types of crazy shit as it is. There is over 1 million people that live in New York City by itself alone. And a lot of the people it is to be tourists that act like it is that they've never seen skylines before. Okay? I still got New York energy in me, even though I'm not in New York. Walk slow in front of me. I promise you it is that in New York is gonna come out very quick. Very, very, very quick. The one thing it is I hate is a slow ass walker. I got long legs, I got long strides when it is that I walk. Act like it is you got somewhere to go. Act like it is that you need to be somewhere. It's a state of emergency when you're walking in front of me. Please, I hate a slow walker. But if you're not built for New York, that's the reason why when I hear people say this, like, oh, I hate New York, you're just not built for it, babe. You're not built for that type of energy. You're not built for the type of northeast side energy it is that we deal with. And then we deal with the most coldest, harshest winters compared, like, and don't get me wrong. Texas, I ain't gonna lie. Texas, you guys, hey, I can understand a level of where it is when it get like 50 degrees. Y'all be looking like, oh my God, what is this? I can understand that with Texas. Beforehand, I used to look at y'all a little weird, but I understand it fully. when you're so used to like 100-degree weather, like a good majority throughout the year, and then it starts to get like that cold. To y'all, that's y'all winter. Now, some places in Texas have even dropped down to even lower than that, and y'all get ice storms. Okay, cool. Boom. Fair. But us as New Yorkers, and like us in the Northeast side, we deal with cold the majority of the time. Like it be brick, it be mad brick outside. It be the type of weather where it is like you can't even talk outside. Like you can't even have your phone outside, nothing. Like all like you're like you doing one of these with your head in your coat. That Northeast type of cold. Yeah. You ain't handled that before. It is like, listen, I'm telling you, it builds character. It builds character.
Know if it's really that bad all the time. I mean, I was there for like 12 hours during the day, and that was it. I know I don't have a smooth transition for this one. I'm sorry, but we gotta talk about the creep, man. Jesus. Sometimes people will straight up just stare down people, like at stoplights. Like I was once at a stoplight, and I looked to my left, and there was this dude just staring me down. Like it was insane. Or sometimes people will stare as they're driving. Like, dude, pay attention to the road. Or if they see a girl they think is attractive, they'll get lost in the sauce and just stare them down. The tired driver. I'm not gonna lie, I doze off all the time, and that's probably
I don't know how it is that like when I've had moments to where I've autopiloted while I was tired, and I'm literally like I don't even know how I got home. I've done this a couple times before. Like I swear to God, bro, it's a blur. And it's like, how was I coherent? And mind you, mainly the cars that I've had were just manual cars. So I'm like, how did I just manage to do this whole vehicle and didn't fall asleep? How did this how was I able to autopilot this? Shit be scaring me.
Because of my shitty ass sleep schedule. If I'm driving on just an empty highway for an extended period of time, sometimes I start to doze off at the wheel. And the moment I catch myself, I just gotta slap myself in the face and lock in. I gotta put like tape on my eyes or something, bro. I'm not trying to get in an accident. Because the moment I get home, my head's hitting the pillow. That's why I should be the last person to do like a long ass road trip. I know people that have done like 24-hour road trips or like 12-hour road trips. Like, how do you even drive for that long?
I love to drive. So for me that's fine. 24 hours, I can't do. What's up, Daryl? I can't do 24 hours. The most it is that you get out of me within a drive is a smooth, like, I say like 12. 14. No, I did 14. I did 14 hours. I did 14 hours. So I can't talk shit. Now, mind you, I haven't done a long drive like that in a while. So shit, even just driving down to like Virginia Beach, that's 3 hours. That could be enough to where it's just like, ugh. You know? But I do remember when I went to Raleigh the first time, like for my best friend's like wedding. That is a smooth 5-hour drive. And I stopped in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm just like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Because going from Richmond to Virginia Beach is about an hour, and then that's 3 hours from there. I got this. I got this. Man, I had to like you gotta find ways that this is gonna help you get through with long drives like that. It's either you talking on the phone with somebody, binge listening because you can't watch it. You know, music does help. Autopiloting very much does help. We drive to Texas to Michigan. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. From Texas to North Carolina, that's my limit. Oh my God. Oh, y'all are some beasts.
I once did a 24-hour road trip to Disney when I was in like 2nd grade, I think. I was that one annoying ass kid that was like, are we there yet? Are we almost there? Like, shut the fuck. I'm surprised my parents didn't just slap me in the face the amount of times I said that. But after that, we never did it again. Wow, I really wonder why. The decorator. No matter what, there's going to be some weird-ass bumper stickers on this dude's car. Thick dads who vape for Christ. What is this? I don't know how somebody could drive confidently with this on their car. I'm just confused, bro.
I don't normally do that, but one thing it is that I will say, and I know that Yo-Yo talked about this For all my ladies that are out there bedazzling y'all cars, y'all putting the fuzzy the fuzzy steering wheel part. I don't do that. And I think with the next car it is that I get, I was saying this in the chat, and it's like, look, I may just get myself a nice little WRX. I might get like a whole nigga car, to be honest with you, if I don't get an SUV. If I don't get the SUV it is that I want, then I'll probably will go ahead and get something a little sporty. Now, my parents will look at me and just like, oh, you need yourself a cute car, like a Scion TC, a Toyota Yaris. Man, fuck that. I need something with some horsepower. I need something with some speed to it. Like, shit. And I love the Subaru, like, WRX for the longest time. Let me get my hands on this. Now, have I thought about doing like the bedazzled like license plate or the steering wheel? Yes, I did. But then a part of me was just like, what if somebody was a carjacker and they see my car and just be like, oh no, this is definitely owned by a woman. Swipe. I get nervous thinking about that. So I'm just like, yeah, nah. It's a great idea in theory, but I refuse. I refuse.
And they got all kinds of weird decor for their car, too. Some people drive and have a shit ton of bumper stickers on. And a lot of the bumper stickers that they have on are corny. They're not even cool. Some people will just deck out their car for Christmas. They'll put so much lights on it, that shit's a fire hazard. They're the type of people that decorate like mad early, too. I already know it. They don't even let Halloween breathe for a second. They already got Christmas decorations up. You know what? I'd say the decorator's pretty cool. You know, as long as their car doesn't look stupid, it's fine. The shitty parker. Everybody knows a shitty parker, all right? They completely whiffed the parking spot. Wait, why the fuck are you looking at me? They double park, or hell, sometimes they even take up 3 spots.
I see, especially at the building that I live at, I see people that take up 2 spaces, 3 spaces, and I'm like, I hate people like you. Okay? I hate people like you. Now, with my driver's license test, I had to go ahead and do the 3-point turn and the parallel park. And when you live like I said, when you live on the northeast side, you got to get used to parallel parking. I parallel park with ease. Like, parallel parking is nothing to me, okay? And then on top of that, too, I back my car into my spots. Who taught me? Niggas, absolutely. And that's one thing it is that I will say. There's something it is that I will say for sure. If a woman is backing into her space, a man taught her. And yep, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I got taught that. And I'm not gonna lie with you. Backing into your space is just so much better. Because when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Shit. You know? Imagine if it is you gotta be the getaway person and you gotta like reverse and then turn and nah, hell nah. I got that shit facing forward to where it is I need to go. We get in the car and bye-bye. You know, that type of energy. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
I don't even know how they manage to do that. Sometimes these people even park horizontally. Okay, I'm not that bad, but look, I do botch the parking sometimes, all right? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get out of the car and it looks atrocious. And I know I'm trash at parking. That's why I park all the way towards the end of the lot. I don't even attempt to try to squeeze in between 2 cars. I'm just like hit or miss. Whenever I try to park a car, I either get it like perfectly or I just completely screw it up. All right, next we got the driver that's very under the influence. All right, this is the worst type of driver on the list.
I'm not condoning any of this, man. And don't do this. Do not do this. Do not do this, okay? Do not do this, chat. If you do this, this is very bad. Very, 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 very bad. You are on the naughty list if it is that you do this. Do not do this. But just like I said before, remember it is that I said like autopiloting? Have I done it before? Yes. Have I done it before? Yeah, and I've done it. I've done it before. Yeah. Well, yeah, nah. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that now.
It's crazy because
We're
some
not doing
people
that now.
actually say, oh yeah, you know, I'm fine, man, as they're like falling over. If this dude takes one step, he's gonna crack his skull open. Yeah, he is not fine. Please do not do this.
Yes,
Please do not
please do
drive
not
under
do
the
this.
influence. Like, your reaction time is gonna absolutely suck. And plus, if your ass gets pulled over, you're getting thrown behind bars. Like, don't even attempt the sobriety test at that point. You're gonna be all wobbly trying to walk in a straight line. And next we got the concert driver. All right, this is the dude that's always got his music all the way up. That's me again. Every time I'm in the car, I have to turn up. It's just a requirement. One time I was with my friends, we passed by like this fancy restaurant. I kid you not, everybody outside just like gave us a death stare as we were bumping Ken Carson in the whip. They're probably thinking to themselves, oh, Jesus Christ, these dudes are preposterous. Such delinquents, as they were sipping on wine or some shit. I don't know. And it was awkward as hell because we were stuck at this red light for like 2 minutes. And we had the top to the car down, so they could hear that shit full volume. And yeah, I did feel a little bit bad because I did disrupt their fancy dinner. They probably paid a shit ton of money for that. But I just needed to bless their ears with Cardi. It just had to happen. I had to put them on real quick. They needed to know. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, who is the best type of driver? The driver that is considerate of others. W driver. The amount of times I'm trying to switch lanes on the highway and nobody lets me in, but finally this person does, and they're truly the GOAT.
I'm telling you this right now, you will never get that in New York. You will not get that type of energy. Fuck that. What Cardi song? You will never get this type of energy in New York. You will never get this energy in the Northeast side. Not at all. When I moved out here and I saw people actually was giving the space for people to get in the lanes, I'm like, they do that? They do that here? You'll never get a chance. Right. And like, you're fucking around with my state. Motherfuckers will speed up just so it is you don't get the chance. They'll look at you and be like, no. Blasting or Space High by Uzi. I can see that. Just wait till it is you get a car, gang. I feel like it is. This man Coach is never gonna be home, bro. That man Coach is gonna be like, hey, listen, I'm out. Like, where you going? Out. But one thing it is that I will say that was not listed on here. The worst type of drivers is y'all that be picking y'all nose. I don't know who it is that do it, but y'all, and especially foreigners, y'all like to pick for gold when y'all driving, and on top of that too, when you at a red light. When you at a red light, they really be going to town, all up in here and whatnot. Like, it's so disgusting, bro. And like I said, it's foreigners that do it. But I'm just like, absolutely not. But Birdie, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. And shout outs to you at home. I'll catch y'all in the next video.